Very good evening, teachers.
Good
Can I
evening,
proceed
sir.
with?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes,
Sir,
thank
don't
you.
feel shy.
No
Feel
problem.
at ease.
No, I just want to
Yeah.
grab your attention here. That's the point. All right.
But ma'am, but frankly to say, we are not feeling like new teachers.
That's true.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
So many
Happened to be,
meetings.
right? All
The
these 4 or
friends
5
group.
days. No, that's the point.
Yes.
yes.
We
Good.
will
Lavanya,
definitely
you'll
miss
also,
this session.
yes, yes. Lavanya, you'll also get used to the group. Okay, monthly interactive meetings will be there. In fact, Malika ma'am is telling me to come to your schools. One day at least you come. So definitely I will make it up. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Name the method through which the company decided to raise additional capital. With this question itself, we can easily understand, okay, it should come among 5 methods of new issues, flotation new issues. So, Mecca Limited, a reputed automobile manufacturer, needs rupee 10 crore as additional capital to expand its business. Atul Jalan, the CEO of the company, wanted to raise funds through equity. On the other hand, the finance manager, Nimi Shahdev, said that the public issue may be expensive on the account of various mandatory and non-mandatory expenses. Therefore, it was decided to allot securities to institutional investors. Any guest teachers, methods?
When it says institutional finance, institutional investors,
Yes.
that means the allotment is to specific people only.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
So, specific people, institutional investors, and they were informing that to save the cost and we can directly give it to institutions,
Yes.
investors. So, any guess, ma'am? Savitri ma'am, Samsat ma'am?
One second, sir. We'll read the question properly. 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am. There are 5, I believe, ma'am. Offer through prospectus, offer for sale, private placement, right issue, and EIPO. Among 5,
EIOPS we have.
not
When it says investor, institutional investors,
institution. Offer. What's the offer for sale, ma'am?
offer for sale is through issuing
middleman.
prospectus.
Yes, ma'am. Offer through prospectus is actually the company wants to go to public directly.
Yes.
With the high flotation cost, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
But when it comes to offer for sale, middlemen will be.
Yes, yes.
And when it comes to private placement, we are going to just give it to any third party or another company. Right issue is entirely different.
Yes,
Existing
yes.
shareholders will be investing on.
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. So it should be any guesses, ma'am?
Private placement.
Private placement. Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Private. It cannot be offered for sale because therefore it was decided to allot. They have allotted the securities to them itself.
The key point here is that the cost reduction and institutional investors.
Yes, that's that.
Can I go to the next question, sir?
Yes, please, ma'am.
By mistake, I had scanned the same question twice.
Okay, but
Lucky.
answers are also visible, I believe.
Yeah, but
Little.
now onwards it will not be.
All right.
Full page I have taken, that's why.
Sure, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
Shall I
sir.
proceed, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, one second, sir.
Where
let
the
me
question
read.
ends actually. Yeah?
That's what I'm just thinking. Where is it ending?
Yes.
Okay, you take this.
Can it be
question.
this one, ma'am? Fine.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Identify the step of trading procedure in stock exchange which has not been followed by Unicorn Securities Private Limited. Name the apex statutory body of capital market to whom customer can complain to redress their grievances. Right to values followed by
value education is not there. I mean, value questions are not there.
Not there, ma'am.
Yes, value based questions are not there.
All right. So with the question itself, we can guess easily that one among the step of trading procedure, an apex statutory body is SEBI.
Yes.
With this itself, easily we can, but we need to find in option A what would be the exact step. So Unicorn Securities Private Limited was established to deal its securities It was registered as a stockbroker with NSE and BSE to trade in securities listed at these exchanges. It is also a depository participant with CDSL and NSDL. In the first 3 years, it was developed its business successfully. After that, the composition of board of directors changed. Some customers complained to the customer care center of the company that shares purchased by them and for which the payment has been duly made were not transferred to their demat accounts by Unicorn Securities Private Limited. The executive of the customer care center promised that aggravated customers that their shares will be transferred to the respective demat accounts very soon. But the company delayed the matter and did not transfer the shares of the customers to their demat accounts. This eroded investors' confidence and multiplied their grievances. So, the step, ma'am. Before that, ma'am, I just want to give one small point here. If we talk about an organizational structure or the layout of this financial market, especially, would start from, ma'am. Please help me with, ma'am, if I'm right. I can give you some points also. First, at the topmost, we know that it is SEBI. Next to it, BSE and NSE, and all other regional stock exchanges aligned with. The next is the depositories. Next one is depository participants or stockbrokers, bankers, or who act as a middleman. Then it comes to investors.
Yes.
So this is the flow. Who are depositories? The people, those who hold the securities electronic.
Those who connect, depositories are the ones who are connecting the investor with the depository
Participants.
They are the intermediaries.
Yes, ma'am. So they are the one. It's like depositories are like Google servers where our Gmail, all the informations are stored in Google server. Similarly, all the shares are stored in an electronic form called as a depositories. So, ma'am, teachers are very experienced hand, but still, I'm just putting few points now, okay, to my understanding. So, for what would be the step, ma'am? Any guess, teachers? There are few steps, ma'am. Steps of trading procedure, right? So, first, opening a demat account,
agreement,
selection of a broker,
placing,
selection of a
execution,
broker, opening a demat account, order placement,
then settlement of account,
execution, settlement. Correct.
settlement.
So here, what was the problem? Whether they have selected a broker or
they have selected the broker. They have selected the broker.
Yes. Then they have opened a demat account through which only they could trade.
Yes.
Order was placed. Shares were purchased by them, which means
everything
orders
is
also
over.
Placed.
Yes, everything.
Whether
is over.
It was executed, obviously, since it was executed, so it is
settlement of account
should be, ma'am.
T+2. Yes.
Settlement.
Settlement because final
within T+2 days they would have.
Yes.
That's the point. And here, adding to the point, with my understanding, if I'm right.
Yes, sir.
What is pay in day and payout day, ma'am?
Pay in day is the one where the buyer's broker receives payment from the buyer and seller's broker receives the electronic form of the certificate, the shares.
Yes.
And they both pull it to the common pool, that is a stock exchange terminal. On payout day, the exchange mechanism takes place. That is, through the stock exchange, the shares in digital form gets transferred to the broker. Sorry, through the broker of the buyer to the buyer, and through the broker of the seller, the payment gets transferred. Everything is in the form of electronic funds only.
All right. It should be settled with, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If it is pay in day, the process should happen within T days, trading day.
Yes.
When it comes to payout day, it should happen within T+2 days.
Yes.
If it is beyond T+2 days, we have all rights to go and file a case against concerned broker or depositories to SEBI, or you can file a complaint against. So, what would be the answer, ma'am? It should be settlement.
Settlement of account.
Yes.
That's the step identified.
Yes.
Second, apex statutory body is
SEBI.
Yes. Is it okay,
Sir,
ma'am?
you want me to confirm the answer, sir?
Please, ma'am, if I'm right, if we are right.
We can check, ma'am.
1 minute. கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எடுக்கிறது ரொம்ப ஈஸி தர்மி மாதிரி கேள்வி கேட்கறதுக்கு நல்லா தெரியும் வேக வேகமா கேட்கலாம் அதுக்கு உண்டான ஆன்சர் we need to hunt and
Correct,
check.
correct, ma'am. உண்மை.
ஆமா just a minute sir, what is this question? Unicorn Securities Limited. So settlement of that is the delivery of shares through demat account of the broker to demat account of the investors. That's what settlement T+2 da
Yes, ma'am.
payout
That's
day.
Done.
And this one will be SEBI is the apex body.
Sit.
Fine.
Okay.
Yes sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you go to the next question?
Yes, ma'am. Please, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, SEBI's function. Okay. So,
Ah.
the another second question, ma'am. What is that line, ma'am?
No, that's an independent question.
All right, ma'am. Okay. Can I
That's
proceed?
an independent question. Only one question. By quoting the lines from the above paragraph, identify and state any two functions that were performed by SEBI in the above case.
In the above case, yes, ma'am. So, Mr. Sanjay Nehra was the chairman of Tarang Bank. The bank was earning good profits. Shareholders were happy as the bank was paying regular dividends. The market price of their shares were also steadily rising. The bank was about to announce taking over the Vena Bank. Mr. Sanjay Nehra knew that the share price of the Tarang Bank would rise on this announcement. Being a part of the bank, he was not allowed to buy shares of the bank. He called one of his rich friends, Sudhir, and asked him to invest 5 crores in shares of his bank, promising him that the capital gains. As expected, the share price went up to 40%. The market price of Sudhir's shares was now 7 crores. He earned a profit of 2 crores. He gave 1 crore to Mr. Sanjay and kept 1 crore with himself. On regular inspection and by conducting inquiries of the brokers involved, SEBI was able to detect this irregularity. SEBI imposed a heavy penalty on Mr. Sanjay. So the issue was, ma'am, why
Insider trading.
Yes, ma'am.
prohibited
Yes.
function.
The main reason of establishment of SEBI is insider trading and price rigging, right, ma'am?
Yes,
Am I right?
yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
So the function, the problem. I mean, Mr. Sanjay was acting as an insider trader here. He
Yes.
was playing around or at the back. But what are the functions? 2 functions played by performed
That's
by
what prohibiting insider trading
correct.
and imposing penalty.
Now, when it comes
Two
to
different functions are regulatory functions and prohibitive functions.
protective
Yes,
function.
Protective function.
Yes, ma'am. Protective function and regulatory function. Ma'am,
Yes.
should we want to be a little specific or just writing those 2 functions?
No, actually
By putting
speaking,
the lines?
this one protective function hyphen prohibiting insider trading.
Correct. Yes, yes.
Similarly, regulatory function hyphen imposing penalties.
Penalties. Yes, okay.
That will be better.
Fine, ma'am. Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir. Can I go to the next question, sir?
Please, ma'am, please.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. Name and explain the money market instrument the company can use from the above purpose.
For the
What
above.
is
Question.
For
money
the
market
above
instrument? Ma'am?
It is for the above purposes.
For the above purpose.
From the above
Oh,
purpose.
what I said, I'm sorry. Okay, okay. it's a time to feel relaxed, ma'am, but okay. What is the duration for which the company can get funds through this instrument?
I am not opening my mouth, sir.
It's okay, no problem.
share.
No
Let them
problem.
share. Because I have selected the question, so definitely I
Yes,
will
ma'am.
know the answer.
Fine.
So let them tell and then later. And teachers feel free to tell.
Yes, ma'am.
Feel free to tell. And it is only a discussion forum. So we will know. That's it.
Sure, sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. State any other purpose for which this instrument can be used. Mission Coach Limited is a large credit-worthy company that manufactures coaches for Indian Railways. It now wants to export these coaches to other countries and decided to invest in new high-tech machines. Since the investment is large, it requires long-term finance. It decides to raise funds by issuing equity shares. The issue of equity shares involves huge flotation cost. To meet the expenses of flotation cost, the company decides to tap the money market instrument. So there are 5 money market instrument, teachers. So to add some point among,
Yes.
in that particular topic, the instrument which is issued at discount and redeemable at par are, any guess, ma'am? Issued at discount and redeemable at par. There are 3 instruments. There were 3. No.
Debentures.
Among
No,
5 money
debenture will
market
not
instruments.
come.
I didn't refer
No,
also.
no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
It
We
is a
have
money market
treasury bill,
instrument.
commercial
Sir is
paper,
talking
that
about
only
money
know.
market
Certificate of
instruments.
deposit.
Yes.
Treasury bills,
Zero bond. And then
Commercial
Treasury bills
paper,
are
ma'am.
zero coupon bonds.
Commercial paper, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
If
Commercial
it's
paper.
commercial
treasury
paper,
bill,
one is commercial.
another
Next
one is commercial bill.
Okay.
commercial.
Bill.
3 is done, ma'am.
No, commercial bill.
Is it commercial bill or
No, sir,
certificate
treasury
of
bill.
deposits?
Sir.
It cannot be certificate of deposits, ma'am.
One second.
Or it cannot be another one which is left over, call money.
No, all money.
I think I'm confusing you, ma'am.
No, sir, one is commercial paper, right, sir?
Okay.
Ah,
One
Commercial paper is right,
paper.
ma'am. Treasury bill
yes,
is
that is
commercial
right.
paper is the
Exactly
correct
right.
answer.
Yes, that
Commercial
is
bill.
right.
Treasury bill is
Next
right.
one
ma'am.
is treasury bill.
Correct.
Third one.
Third one. This question 3 days before I was asking to my, usually, ma'am,
Yeah.
I'll challenge my students that this is just for an information, not to self-post, ma'am. Rather, where teachers can also do the same to grab the interest of the students.
Okay.
So I do, when they prepare a chapter, I'll inform them, I'll ask 3 challenging questions,
Okay.
which you sit and panic, you will not answer.
Okay.
In that way, I'll take 3 tough questions.
Okay.
I ensure that the whole class is silent.
Okay.
Till then, to that extent, I should prepare a question. So
Very
this
good.
question was asked among the 3, ma'am.
Super.
So one more, ma'am.
Commercial bill.
No, you can please
Commercial
reference.
bill will not be there. One second.
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's raining in Chennai.
Raining, ma'am.
Yes, sir. From morning it's been
I think
drizzling.
here is here. I think drizzling, ma'am. Here also.
You are at Salem, no, sir?
Salem, ma'am. Yes.
Very good. சேலத்துல யூசுவலா சம்மர்ல ஊருக்கும் உடம்பு அப்படி வெயில் காயும்.
Guruka, ma'am.
இட் மீன் அவ்வளவு ரொம்ப இதுவா இருக்கும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க சேலம் வெயில்.
எல்லா டிஃபன் சென்டர்ஸும் சூப்பரா இருக்கும் மேம். சின்ன கையேந்தி பவன் போனீங்கனாலும் கூட இங்க ஹோட்டல் நல்லா இருக்கும் மேம். அதனால நான் ஒல்லியா இருக்கிறேன்னு வைங்களேன். ஆக்சுவலா வெளியூர்ல நம்ம போறோம்னு வைங்க மேம், ஏதோ ஒரு ஹோட்டல் நல்லா இருக்கும். இங்க வந்து ஒரு சின்ன குட்டி ஒரு கையேந்தி பவன் போனாலோ இல்ல ஒரு நார்மல் ஹோட்டல் போனாலும் கூட they maintain taste.
Okay.
Many people also who often visitors of this place, they inform us that your even small hotel restaurants are absolutely fine.
Very good. Son of the soil. Son of the soil.
Please do visit once, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Salem, my brother-in-law was in Salem only, second Agraharam earlier.
Appadingla?
Yes, Sugavaneshwara temple.
All right, ma'am. All right.
Okay.
Sugavaneshwara temple. பாருங்க கரெக்ட்டா சொல்றீங்க. ஊருக்கு வந்தா வாங்க வீட்டுக்கு வாங்க ஒரு வாட்டி.
அந்த கோவில் யானை ரொம்ப அழகா இருக்கும்.
மேம் இப்போ ஃபுல்லா மெயின்டனன்ஸ்னு போட்டு கிட்டத்தட்ட 4 years they not allowing anybody inside.
Okay.
அத நம்ம ஆளுங்க பத்தி தான் தெரியும் இல்லைங்க, யாரோ காசு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க.
Good. Nice.
Sir, certificate of deposit call money.
Commercial paper, ma. It is commercial
paper one, treasury bill one, ma'am.
Power
Then third one, ma'am.
Third one, 3 instruments.
Three instruments.
3 instruments. Actually, I am deviating
No,
from
only one
the
instrument
agenda,
altogether.
One need to find.
Only one. Altogether, it is only one. It is commercial paper. Number
Oh, that
2,
is enough.
15 to
And zero coupon
365
bonds.
days. Number
Zero,
3,
that one we know.
No, zero coupon bond illa sir. This is only commercial
what is
paper.
it?
No, ma'am. Issued at discount redeemable par on the commercial paper. One
Yeah,
has
yeah, but
been-
oh,
One is
your, so they are
first-
answering to your question.
True. I'm sorry. I didn't get into this. This
Okay,
is
okay.
commercial
I
paper
was
only,
just
ma'am.
discussing about
Sorry,
this paper
sorry.
alone.
Third one, I am
That's the
just
question.
asking, ma'am. Third
Okay,
one.
okay. Go ahead.
There
Go
were
ahead.
three. Even to be very honest, I forgot third one. That's what I'm just waiting.
What is the third question?
Certificate of deposit, ma'am,
Should
state
be certificate
other
of deposit or
Purpose.
call
commercial
money.
bill.
Call money market.
Commercial.
yeah, call money confirm link, ma'am.
Hmm.
It's not call money. It should be
Otherwise, it
certificate.
may be certificate of deposit only, sir. Majority, my instructs that only.
See, ma'am, that's what. All right, ma'am.
It
Ma'am,
should be
let me
answer.
teachers just a hint only. You can have a exploration of the particular topic later. Huh? Let's come back to the agenda, ma'am.
Yes.
So, yes.
So this is commercial
the-
paper.
yes, ma'am, it's commercial paper and bridge financing.
Yes.
Since the we cope up with the production cost,
Yes.
and the
And the
duration.
working capital. The duration is 15 to 365 days.
Yes, ma'am. 15.
And other purpose for which it can be used is for working capital purposes.
Purposes, correct. And in order to escape from flotation cost, we go with
We
this
can go.
particular.
Yes,
That is okay, ma'am.
fine. The
Ma'am,
next, yes.
allotted time is over. I didn't note 4:30.
Sherry,
is it
the
okay,
question
ma'am?
mattum,
Or-
இந்த question mattum முடிச்சிருங்க sir.
Sure.
Because that's what I told now. I was greedy.
Even I didn't see the.
No, ma'am, actually discussion was healthy only.
Yes,
The
yes.
concept and this.
So let's do one thing. Fine. Will you go to this question, sir?
Any question? Yes, ma'am. This one, ma'am. Question number
This
one.
question number 1, incorporated in
Fine.
1990.
Okay. Name and explain the segment of capital market being approached by the company. Identify the two methods of flotation used by the company to raise the required capital. Give one difference between them. So segment of capital market should be primary or secondary. Any two methods of flotation. So among 5. So incorporated in 1990, Raju Dairy Limited is one of the leading manufacturers and marketers. Ma'am, I couldn't see the screen.
Wait, sir. What happened, sir?
No, ma'am. Few marketers, ma'am. First line.
Oh, the
It's
end.
getting dropped, ma'am.
Okay. Restricted only to collection and distribution of milk, but over the years it has gained a reasonable market share by offering a diverse range of dairy-based products, including fresh milk, flavored yogurt, ice creams, buttermilk, cheese, ghee, milk powder, etc. In order to raise capital to finance its expansion plans, Raju Dairy Limited has decided to approach capital market through a mix of offer for sale of rupees 4 crores shares and a public issue of rupees 2 crore shares.
So segment, ma'am, teachers. Whether it is a primary market or secondary marketing. Ma'am, Savitri ma'am,
Primary.
Lavani ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Since the offer for sale, public issue all comes under primary marketing.
Primary.
In that again, one clue, only in primary market you have methods of flotation
Methods
of
of
shares.
flotation.
In secondary market, you don't have methods at all.
Yes.
So in primary market alone, there are various methods of flotation of shares. So from
Yeah.
that, we need to draw the inference.
Yes, ma'am. So segment of market, capital market being approached is primary, and we can explain it within 3 to 4 sentences. And identify the two methods of flotation used by the company.
To raise capital.
It's offer for sale and offer through
Offer through prospectus.
prospectus. ma'am.
Agree.
Offer through prospectus.
Ah,
Offer for
prospectus
sale
they
and
can
offer
raise.
through prospectus. Yeah, it's a public issue. It's not a direct public issue where we'll issue it to intermediaries,
raise.
then we'll later date we'll issue it to
Public at large.
public with a higher price or fixed agreed price. So this difference can be written. Give one
Right.
difference.
And cost effective, it is expensive.
Yes, no, that's
Yes.
true.
Fine.
It's very very costly, and this one is cost effective.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So shall I stop sharing, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, teachers.
Thank you
ma'am.
so much,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank
you,
you so
sir.
much.
Ronit Raja, a marketing 1 minute. Ronit Raja, a marketing manager, is a patient of diabetes for which he takes medicines regularly. One day on his tour to Patna, he met an accident and was hospitalized. Due to doctor's negligence, a delicate nerve of his right leg was cut, rendering him crumpled throughout
It
his
should be rendering him. Okay, typing. Okay, no problem. Rendering him crippled through his life.
crippled throughout his life. Identify the consumer right that has been violated by the doctors under the Consumer Protection Act 1986 in the above situation.
Right to safety, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think right to safety is the consumer right here violated
Yes.
by the
Yes.
negligence of the doctors. I think
Very,
so.
very.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Can you go to
Correct,
the
ma'am.
next question, miss?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Sirajuddin purchased a car rupees 15 lakh from an automobile company and found that its airbags were defective. After many complaints with the company that went unheard, he filed a case in the district forum. He was not satisfied with the orders of the district forum. Then he appealed before the state commission, and on being dissatisfied with the orders of state commission, he appealed before the National Commission. Sirajuddin was not satisfied with the orders of National Commission, suggested his the highest authority where he could appeal against the decision of the National Commission.
Is it Supreme Court? ma'am?
Supreme Court.
Yes,
It
sir.
cannot.
Supreme Court.
No, they cannot. They cannot.
But,
Why, ma'am?
The
but
order
yes,
of the
ma'am,
National
one
Commission
yes.
holds good.
excuse me.
Since it
Yes.
is district forum, they cannot go, ma'am.
Yes.
But suggesting the highest authority.
That's all. He can go for a regular case, but not through consumer quorum. He can go
Yes.
for a civil suit and go to
Yes.
any level of the court, but definitely not beyond national commission.
Yes,
Oh.
ma'am.
Appeal of
Siraj-
district commission can be challenged up to national commission. That's all, not beyond.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Sirajuddin cannot appeal to any other higher authority.
Ah,
This is because only those matters which have been directly filed in the National Commission and where the value of goods and services in question along with the compensation claimed exceeds 1 crore, I think so.
அது
Yes,
வந்து
sir, ma'am.
old ma'am. இப்போ வந்து 5 crores, 1 crore to
5
5
crores.
crore.
Okay.
Up to 20 lakhs to 1 crore, 1 crore to 5 crores.
5 lakh. 5
But
crore.
actually 2019 again it is changed. So please refer to
1
the,
to 1 crore within, ma'am. 1 to 10 crores
District
above
1
10 crore, I
crore.
believe.
yes.
Exceeds 1 crore to 5 crore. Appriya, ma'am.
ஆமா but அது வந்து
Yes.
national commissionக்கு we need not worry, but district forum and state commission we should be careful.
Okay.
Can I go, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes.
Graha Shakti, an NGO, organized a workshop to discuss various issues relating to consumers. During the discussion, one of the members drew attention towards the exploitation of consumers due to defective and unsafe products, adulteration, black marketing, hoarding, etc. To this, another member argued that consumers themselves are responsible as they do not raise collective voice against the exploitation. The chairperson of the organization was of the opinion opinion that it was also the duty of the businessman to take care of the interest of various stakeholders. Business organizations earn money by selling goods and services to consumers, so the interest of the stakeholder have to be well taken care of. State 3 points that highlighted the need for consumer protections as discussed in Graha Shakti workshop.
What are the
Here
3
some
points?
points is given here, and defective and unsafe products and adulteration and black marketing and hoarding is also given here. I
Hmm.
think, yes, it comes
Yes.
under widespread exploitation to consumers.
Yes.
Am I correct? Correct, Amma?
Yes, yes, yes.
And then another one, the
Exploitation of
unorganized
unorganized
consumers.
consumers.
It also comes here, I think so.
Yes,
Next
yes,
one,
yes.
social responsibility is also very important to taken care about the consumers, I think. Next, third point. Correct, Amma?
No, unorganized consumers, widespread exploitation of
Widespread
consumers,
exploitation.
consumer
Another
ignorance.
ignorance, Amma.
Yes,
Consumers in ignorance.
consumer ignorance.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, can I go to the next question?
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
I'm just scanning few more questions from consumer protection, that's all.
Manoj bought a packet of chips from local shopkeeper and found that the ingredients given on the label were not legible. He complained about it to the company. The company sent a written apology stating that they will make sure that existing packets are withdrawn from the market and new packets with legible labels are soon made available. State the consumer right, which Manoj exercised.
Right to seek redressal.
Right to be heard
Yeah.
is correct,
Hmm.
ma'am.
Right to be heard.
Right to be heard.
Yes, yes, yes. Can I go to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just scanning few more questions from consumer protection for our discussion. In case
Yes,
if time,
ma'am.
is
Yes,
there.
Yes, ma'am. Suman bought a box of cheese of a reputed brand from local shopkeeper. On opening a box, she found a piece of stone in the cheese. She reported the matter to the shopkeeper, who forwarded her complaint to the concerned company. Within a week, the representative of the company visited Suman's residence with an apology, and as a replacement offered her a new cheese pack with 4 other varieties of cheese as compensation for the inconvenience to her. State the consumer right with Suman exercised.
Seek redressal, ma'am.
Redressal. Here only it comes. Yes.
Right to seek
Right to
redressal. I believe.
correct, very good.
Yes. Here only it
Right
comes.
to right to be here, right to seek redressal has been exercised by Suman.
Yes.
Can I go to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah,
Manvendra always went to a specific shop to buy all consumable and non-consumable goods. In this shop, a variety of products of different brands were displayed nicely, and the salesperson available also gave good sales presentations if required. But this shop was quite far off from his residence. His friend Anand always wondered why Manvendra wasted so much time in going to that shop, whereas there may be many big brand shops situated near his residence having consumable and non-consumable goods. Anand asked Manvendra the reason of going to that particular shop. Manvendra told that he was exercising one of his rights, which he could not exercise in nearby big brand shops. State the consumer's rights which Manvendra had exercised.
Right to choose.
Correct, ma'am. Right to choose.
Choose.
Sometimes nearby big
Ah.
shops available, sometimes they don't give any rights to the consumers to select the product.
Yes.
Some places, very big shops and malls available. If it is so distance wise, 2 or 1 kilometers, the consumers doesn't mind about this distance, because they have given a chance to the consumers to choose the product. I think so.
Here
Correct,
specific word given is that is always went to a specific shop to buy. With
Yes,
this
yes,
first line we could able to find.
yes, ma'am. Thank you.
very good. Very good. All over, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Super. So shall I share what I have Samsad, is it okay? I
ma'am.
just took
Yes,
4
ma'am.
questions from
Yes, ma'am.
consumer
Yes, ma'am.
protection
You
now.
can share it, ma'am.
So that
Yes, ma'am.
some more we can
Discuss.
discuss. That's right. I just go to downloads now. I just downloaded it. Let me see. Ah. I just. Are you able to see the question?
Yes, ma'am.
So in one of the cases, the Goa State Commission held that the Consumer Protection Act is not for entertaining or compensating speculative transactions or losses. It held that compensation cannot be given under Consumer Protection Act to those involved in sale and purchase of shares, which are commercial transactions. The order follows an appeal by a Mumbai-based stockbroker, India Infoline Limited, against an order of the court, against the order of the Goa District Consumer Forum. Initially, the judgment of the Goa District Forum had awarded damages to Panaji resident Vaman Nagesh, who had lost money in share trading through a stockbroker, India Infoline Limited. So in the above case, why do commercial transactions not fall under the purview of consumer under the Consumer Protection Act? What is the definition of a consumer? A person is considered to be a consumer only when he makes a payment for owning the particular property or enjoy a particular service, or renting a particular product for which he pays rent and makes payment for the usage of the particular service for a particular period of time for the end purpose, not for resale. Fine. So we are buying a ticket in the train to travel through a particular train to a particular destination for which we are making payment. Whereas a broker, the ticket agent, ticket booking agent books the ticket, he is not the ultimate consumer. Same case here also. Commercial organizations do not fall under the purview of consumers because they are not the end users. What they are doing, what they are manufacturing or producing are meant for resale. So because of that, it cannot be done. Second one, why do you think that the above mentioned case was initially filed in the Goa District Forum by Vaman Nagesh?
It's Mumbai-based stockbroker.
No, Vaman Nagesh is a resident of. He is from Panaji.
Goa district.
Goa
It is
district.
Says
from,
go.
okay, and he has to he has to file it only in this one.
In
Fine.
his place.
Yes. The next one, where do you think Vaman Nagesh could have filed the further appeal in case he was not satisfied with the judgment passed about his case by the Goa State Commission? The question is very indicative. The question is very indicative.
National Commission, ma'am. It would be.
First thing, why is he filing it only in the this one is what is the amount that is given here? Amount is not given.
Not given, ma'am.
Not given.
Not stated. Amount not
He had
stated.
lost his money
So
only.
we assume that it is less than 20 lakhs. Because of that only he is going to the so the order follows an appeal by a Mumbai-based stockbroker, India Infoline Limited, against an order of the Goa District Forum. So with that, we presume that it is not, the amount claimed is not more than 20 lakhs. It's less than 20 lakhs. That is why it is mentioned that he has gone to the Goa District Forum. Able to understand, it's not because of he is a resident of Goa or anything. It says very clearly that it is the order follows by an appeal. Okay, due to the order of the Goa District Consumer Forum. So that is a key point. So that we should take into consideration. The next one, now he has already come to the State Forum, isn't it? So at the maximum, he can go up to the national forum. That's all. He can go up to the national forum.
Yes, ma'am.
The 2019 Consumer Protection Act 2019 goes up to 30 days. The next, on her sister's wedding, Radha decided to gift her gold earrings. When she shared her plan with her husband, he showed her an article in the daily newspaper under the heading Jago Grahak Jago. The campaign includes Jago Grahak Jago is be an alert consumer. Fine. So the campaign included details about the various aspects that people must consider before buying any gold jewelry. So why do you think campaigns like Jago Grahak Jago are inserted in the newspapers?
Create consumer awareness.
Yes, to create consumer awareness. Very good. Then which right of consumer is being fulfilled through this initiative of the government?
Right to be informed.
Right to be educated, right to be consumerist. Right to be
Yes,
informed
ma'am.
is in the form of advertisement. Okay, then the labeling and other things will be right to be informed. They can see they can read the labels and get the information, etc. This is all done by the government mechanism to educate the consumers about
Right
the
to consumer
yes.
education.
So this is right to consumer education. Then what are the 3 responsibilities that Radha must discharge as an aware consumer? Number 1, what is she going to buy?
Gold.
So what is this one? Gold, this one, mark.
In quality,
DIS.
she can find the
Hallmark.
They have to look for hallmark.
Hallmark.
Number 1. Number 2, she should know about the conditions associated with the product. Find this one, she should read all the instructions very, very carefully. Fine. And ensure a cash memo. Fine. These are all the responsibilities which she should exercise. The next, Good Health Limited, a pharmaceutical company, has introduced a mosquito repellent ban under the brand name Jaddu in the wake of outbreak of dengue in various parts of the country. The product attracted many people from all age groups, especially kids. However, the company failed to provide adequate guidance for the users on the label of the product in terms of time period of the effectiveness of the repellent ban once its seal is opened. Because of this ambiguity, many buyers faced problems. In the context of the above case, identify and explain the consumer right which has been overlooked by the company.
Safety, ma'am.
Right to safety. Then is it right to safety?
Right to be informed.
It should be right
To be informed, ma'am.
only. Right to safety takes a second priority only.
Yes,
Right to
right
be
to be
informed. Why? Because it says the company failed to provide adequate guidance for the users of the label of the product. Fine. So it should be right to be informed. And the next one is name and explain any 2 functions of important product related for this one is labeling. So functions of labeling you need to describe. So these are all what is called as multi chapter questions, like interrelated questions. They are not confined only to consumer protection. They have taken other chapters also into consideration. So they've taken one marketing question in this.
Labeling is that
Yes.
term.
Yes. Okay. The next.
But we can expect like this, ma'am.
Why
One
not?
marketing questions will be.
Why not? It is well within the syllabus. That's why don't panic. Don't panic. These are all very old questions. Okay.
No, students know when they are reading one particular EA question, their mindset will give priority to consumer.
Obviously.
Then next, their mind strike also for second question, they will search only within consumer.
Yes.
They will not go out. So
Yes.
that we can create somewhat, we can say no, man.
Yes, of course, but don't panic. I don't think this type of questions will be tested now.
No, ma'am, just a word if we put to them, they can think.
But let them not get stressed up over this. How many lessons to read and other things. Let them be ready. That's all.
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next, Geeta goes to a doctor to get herself treated for an injury in her hand. The doctor, being her distant relative, charged her nothing for the treatment. However, after a few days, she develops an infection on the wound because the doctor did not use sterilized instruments. Later on, she is advised by the surgeon to get the infected finger removed. Therefore, she is very angry with the doctor. In the above case, can Geeta file a case against the doctor if she decides to take a legal action? Why or why not? Give a reason in support of your answer.
Right to safety.
Which
No,
one?
no, they are not asking right.
Question is not asking you about the
No,
right.
they are not right. They are asking the reason whether she can go on complaint or not.
Yes,
Negligence, ma'am. Doctor's negligence maybe.
fine. But can she go for a legal action or not?
No, ma'am, but she didn't pay. No, ma'am.
Super.
Mostly her relative.
Yes.
She didn't pay for that.
Yes,
If we are
there
not
is
paying,
no
we are not
purchase.
supposed.
Yes, yes. So there should be a purchase consideration. You are right, Samshan. This one, Geeta cannot go to the court, cannot demand for a legal action because there is no payment being made. There is no payment being made, therefore, she cannot go for this one. That's one basic thing, that's all. So beyond that, there is no doubt at all. There is no support. There is no document to evidence that she is a consumer of the product. She has not paid anything for that. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So, I'll go to the next share. Sanchad, all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. But slightly only prepared, ma'am.
No. This is
A
more
little
than-
bit held up in work, timetable work. So.
No problem. Yes. So, staffing in that Samchad is going to cover sources of recruitment, type of training, selection process, staffing process, types of selection tests. So, very good. So, sorry.
It's looking slight, ma'am.
Nama?
Light. Letters ரொம்ப லைட்டா தெரியுது.
அதெல்லாம் ஒண்ணும் இல்ல. நீ how are you going to explain? That's a thing. That's all.
Yes, ma'am. Shall I
Yes.
start, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Good evening, friends. Actually, I'm
Good
going
evening.
to discuss.
Good evening.
I'm going to discuss case studies and staffing chapter. First question: internal sources of recruitment are better than external sources of recruitment. Do you agree with this statement? Give any two reasons in support of your answer. Here the question states that is internal sources of recruitment are better than external sources of recruitment. What is your concern, teachers? We all know separately.
Cost effective, na? Cost effective. So it's less cost where we can just type in the letterhead and we can supply to the concerned person so that the vacancy is filled, ma'am. One. Second reason is we can motivate other co-workers that one among the person is getting promoted or kind of. So
yes,
maybe
sir.
these
You
are the
are right.
If you so but when you say, do you agree with this statement? I can agree or disagree with this.
First, I should
yes,
write.
yes, comma. These
If I
points.
agree, then you say yes due to the following reasons, whatever now sir told. Like
yes,
benefits
ma'am.
of internal source of recruitment.
Economically, it is less
Economical,
comparative.
okay,
Then
workers
second, it
feel
helps in developing
motivated.
employees skills
Okay,
like that. we
all
can
these
have.
things are right. But suppose I say I deny that. Okay.
Oh,
No, it is not true. Why? Number one, lack of mass appeal, lack of wide reach. Okay, lack of fresh outlook. Okay.
lack of employees' interest.
Yes, and new
learning.
companies cannot go for internal source of recruitment. Okay, it leads
Yes,
to
ma'am.
hard burning among the existing staff. Like, sorry, it leads to favoritism and nepotism. So you can highlight that internal source of recruitment have more limitations also. So we should be prepared to give both the answers. I mean,
Yes,
we
ma'am,
should
yes,
be
ma'am,
able to
it is.
consider both the answers. Since the question is open-ended, do you agree? That's it.
Yes,
Fine?
Fine.
Yes, Samsha.
yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
So when we are reading this question, we can easily, it is undoubtable that as ma'am said, internal source of recruitment is better. But here we should have both the pros and cons related to internal sources
Very
and
good.
external sources.
Very
So we should be able to write it. Next, number 2, Ramesh is working under the guidance of Harish, a
Which
carpenter.
Harish, ma'am?
Will prepare.
No problem.
will
Please, can you simply
Prepare
read
Anyway,
it?
you are the
Stop.
mentor, sir. Now
No,
this
God's
Harish
grace,
is
ma'am.
also a
Yes.
mentor.
No, wherever
God's
if you
grace.
see, we can remember you, sir. Now.
No, after reading
Our
this
teacher.
word, ma'am, that's fine.
No,
Please continue,
within
ma'am.
our
Sorry.
teacher, no. In this
True,
group of
true.
teachers, if we find any name, we used to think
No.
first.
Happy,
So
ma'am,
Ramesh
happy.
is, yes, sir. Ramesh is working under the guidance of Harish, a carpenter, for last 3 years to learn the different skills of his job. Name and explain the method of training Ramesh is undergoing. Here we should supposed to highlight highlight the concept. Guidance of Harish. Next one is last 3 years to learn the different skills. So this is what the concept we have to understand. The next we have to identify the name. Okay, what type of training? Carpenter.
Apprenticeship.
Or we have so.
Apprenticeship.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir. Yes, you're right, sir. Because apprenticeship is a training where it helps us to learn some different types of skills with limited. Nowadays, certain organizations is providing with penny amount. Before earlier, they used to accompany and segregate the work, not in terms of this amount and all. So it is a reputation because the employees will not feel that we are not getting money. Insist they will feel happy and satisfied that they are able to learn the work as early as possible. So here the highlighted type of training program given here in this question is absolutely apprenticeship type of training. Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Very.
Next, ma'am.
Along with this, ma'am, they have asked
Yes,
us
sir.
to go with the explain.
Ah.
Under apprenticeship training, a master will have a
Yes.
trainee where the package is very small and he'll be working for a stipulated period of time.
Yes.
Kind of, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
can
ma'am.
write. It helps
Yes,
to develop his skills also.
Yes,
In
true.
the explanation part, we can include this.
Yes.
Alright.
It
Yes.
helps the
Yes.
effect. Yes. Next, ma'am.
I shared it. The third slide
Yes,
I have
sorry.
shared.
The next question. The anti-terrorist squad requires such employees who are highly reliable and do not leak out secret. State any 2 steps which should be incorporated by them in the selection process in order to get such reliable candidates. See here, we can easily identify this concept is related to selection process. First one, because it is given. From that, we have to identify. Usually, when a person, that is when in army, navy, wherever we have to recruit employees, first priority they will give. That is in selection process, they will consider 2 types. What are the 2 types, sir? Teachers, your suggestion, please. Wherever we go, it is not common for army, navy and all. Wherever if you're going for job also, people used to have. What is that? In biodata also we include reference background.
Checking references. No, background
Yes, ma'am.
checking.
Background check.
Background checking and moreover personality test.
Yes.
Can anyone explain me what is personality test?
Personality. Why personality test, ma'am?
Yeah, we have to test no, sir, because we can test them whether they are able to hide the secrets with them, or whether they have that mentality to share with their friends. Like
So
that,
can't
we can
it be aptitude test, Samsha?
aptitude test. It is related to that content and concepts, no, ma'am.
Okay.
That operation level.
Okay.
This personality test means able to test their efficiency when they are checking, because they're choosing to maintain secrets alone, no, ma'am. Exclusively that operation, for that operation, they are recruiting employees. So it may be first priority, we can refer the personality, reference and background check.
Yes.
That is fine. And next one is personality, if I'm not wrong, ma'am. Personality test is okay, ma'am.
Actually speaking, it doesn't say any test. State
Test
any
is
Two
two
process.
process should be incorporated.
Two
That's
pro-
all is asked, isn't it? So you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
say selection test.
Oh, yes, yes, okay.
Okay, that's all you
Selection
can
test.
say.
Okay,
Fine.
okay, ma'am. Then
Yes,
selection test includes these types of tests.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am,
Yes.
thank you.
Hmm.
Next, ma'am.
Can you go to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
No, don't you have the next question? A company manufactures very sophisticated switch gears.
And that question, ma'am. Yes,
Fourth
this
question you
ma'am.
need to read.
Yes.
No,
No,
you read
I'm
only
going to say, ma'am.
anti-terrorist squad.
Yes, ma'am. Fourth,
Yes.
company manufactures very sophisticated switch gears used in automatic cars. For this, the company uses high-tech machines. Most of the times, the workers of the factory remain idle because of lack of knowledge regarding the use of these machines. The frequent visits by the engineers and the constant supervision of the foreman results into high overhead charges. Explain the way by which this problem can be overcome. Also state how this helps the employees. Here they are discussing about this lack of knowledge.
Vestibule training, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
They are
yes. When it says high-tech machine,
high-tech
it is
machines
vestibule
and,
charges.
yes,
Yes,
yes, sir.
yes.
Next, another one question also is given here. Also state how this helps the employees. When the employees are having the intention to learn something, definitely for sure it helps the development of the employees. There is currently they need. So it helps in under adopting knowledge, technologies, use of high-tech machines we can have. The next, if the employees are that is known to able to operate all machines effectively, the wasteness will be avoided.
Wastage will be avoided.
Wastage will be avoided. Like that, we can include more points because this is general.
Very
When the question is about improving, how this helps the employees in the sense, we can think in various aspects in terms of development of the employees after they know to operating the machines.
Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Very good.
Yes,
Very good effort.
ma'am.
Yes.
Next
The last
question.
question.
Yes, okay, ma'am.
I have
In
put
order,
two questions now. I have scanned and kept.
sorry, ma'am, due to time constraint. I have
You
to-
saw it.
Ma'am, last slide, ma'am, 1 minute, ma'am.
I don't get you said the previous one or this one?
Previous one, ma'am, please.
Yes, sir.
No. They were asking, explain the ways by which the problem can be overcome. Here, can we have some other test, ma'am? Methods? Training
Sir,
methods.
1 minute. Why the screen share is closed
I don't know, ma'am.
suddenly? Is it okay?
No, it's sharing.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Sir.
Here they have given, ma'am, explain the way by which the problem can overcome.
Okay.
And
By which-
okay. Only one, the way. So
One
we can
way,
give just
yes.
vestibule training straight away.
Yes,
correct?
yes.
No, I got a doubt, ma'am. I thought it is
No,
ways.
no, yes,
that's why.
yeah, right, sir. Way means we can write a single, then base means we can add one more
More
option
than
also.
methods. ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
One method. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
That's all. Can I go to the next one, sir?
Please, ma'am.
Yes.
In order to improve employees' productivity and increase employee morale, X Limited adopted various ways of training such as Ms. A. In case A, Mr. Ramesh was provided equipment which were similar to those which he would be using. What is this? Are you able to understand this? Mr. Ramesh was provided equipments which were similar to those which he would be using.
Yes.
Are you all able to understand here?
Yes.
Yes, can teachers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. What is it, sir?
Vestibule.
Vestibule again. Yeah.
Here the highlighted concept is which were similar to those which he
Similar to
would
that.
be using. Yes. Next, you are right. Next, Harish and Rakesh
Again.
were put up, again. Yes.
Okay.
Harish and Rakesh were put under the guidance of a master worker to acquire high level
Apprenticeship.
apprenticeship. It is not easy. Yes, it is easy because under the guidance of a master to acquire knowledge is nothing but developing. In order to develop the employee skill, he is working under a master for a specific number of period. with a less amount of payment.
I'll just take one call and come, sorry.
Yes, ma'am. With this, I lined up, ma'am.
Yes, so Akansha, Nikita and Parishma are the owners of a handicraft unit in the urban area of Dibrugarh in Assam, which is involved in the manufacturing and marketing of Sital Patti, traditional mats, and Jappi, the traditional headgear. They decided to shift this manufacturing unit to a rural area with an objective of reducing the cost and providing job opportunities to the locals. They followed the functional structure in this organization with a view to increasing managerial and operational efficiency. They assessed and analyzed the type and number of employees required, keeping in mind that they had to encourage the women and the people with special needs belonging to the rural area. State the next 3 steps that they will have to undertake for obtaining satisfied workforce for their handicraft.
It is estimation of manpower requirement, ma'am, the step which was
Estimation
given.
of manpower
Next
requirement.
step is
So what
because
is
of
done is
type and number of employees. Yeah?
Okay.
workload
That is a
analysis
part of,
or-
there is a part of estimated manpower, estimation of
That's
manpower
fine, ma'am.
requirement.
So that's the area.
Ah.
So next is recruitment,
Yes,
selection,
Yes.
and
Selection process.
placement.
training
ma'am.
and development.
Training and development. I'm sorry. Yes.
Correct, third step or
Am I right, ma'am?
no, recruitment and selection is right. I'll just check.
The
The
next
third
is
step.
training and development. No.
No,
Placement and
placement,
orientation,
no?
ma'am. Placement and
Placement and
orientation, then
orientation.
training, ma'am.
Should be
We place
placement and
it and-
orientation.
Then training, ma'am.
Yes, placement and orientation.
Orientation and training.
Yes, yes. Now the next question. Mrs.
The,
Rajalakshmi.
ma'am,
Sir?
can I give a small point, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
There was a case, ma'am.
Ah,
I think it is shared by your, DAV unit only in a group, and I shared to the students to write the exam, actually last division. Ma'am.
okay.
In that, there was a question, ma'am. I don't have paper also, but since we were discussing the staffing, ma'am, the question was about informing a school is filling their vacancy. I'm just grabbing those cases, ma'am,
Yes,
statements.
sir. Yes, sir.
School was filling their vacancy, and in that, since it is a technical job, they were informing to do a screening, all those screening and also it's a
Okay.
teaching job, ma'am.
Okay.
From there, they want to screen the unqualified candidates.
Hmm.
They have stopped there, ma'am.
Okay.
Then the question is, identify next 3 steps
Fine. So preliminary
uh,
screening is over.
of, next 3 steps, ma'am. Since they were thinking that many students wrote, it has staffing, ma'am.
Acha,
But
acha.
actually it is selection only, ma'am.
Selection. When the question
I
says-
informed them.
Hmm.
The one single phrase is identify next 3 steps that school should follow and to fill the vacancy. This fill the vacancy itself informs us the selection, ma'am.
Ah. So it should be selection.
Actually, it is from your group only. Yeah.
Okay.
The case is from your group only.
Fine.
Many
So it is-
they did staffing.
Okay. It should be selection.
Yes, yes.
If they write
Yes, ma'am.
staffing, they will not get even 1 mark.
I strike them up.
They will lose. Wow.
That's
Wow.
true. Yeah, that's what, ma'am.
Wow. Can you go to the next
Please,
question, sir?
Yes, please,
Staffing
ma'am.
is
Thank
meant
you. ma'am.
function and கேட்டிருந்தா தானே ma'am we have to write staffing.
அதான் இல்ல அந்த ப்ராசஸ்ல வந்து ஸ்டெப்ஸ் ஸ்டாப்பிங் ப்ராசஸ் இருக்கே சம்ஷர்.
அது இருக்கு மேம் பட் கார்லேட் பண்றது கான்செப்ட் தானே மேம்.
அத பசங்களோட எக்ஸாமினேஷன் பிரஷரை யோசிச்சு பாருங்க. Okay. That's the thing. Mrs. Rajalakshmi is working as a human resource consultant in the firm that manufactures cosmetics, which is facing a problem of high employee turnover. The CEO of the company has invited suggestions from her for retaining the talented employees and reducing the employee turnover. Mrs. Rajalakshmi recommends that the good employees be rewarded in a way that it creates a feeling of ownership among the employees and at the same time makes them contribute towards the growth of the organization.
ESOP, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
ESOP, ma'am. Stock option.
No.
No, sir,
Yes. Stock option.
Correct, ma'am. Stock option.
Co-partnership
yes,
or
co-partnership. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then also explain any other 2 incentives. So actually, this is a part of directing, motivation lesson, but it
Yes,
has
ma'am.
come in staffing
Financial,
lesson.
Oh,
non-financial.
no
Yes.
problem. Mm.
So it should be co-partnership or this one, very good, sir, other
Yes, ma'am.
stock option and any
Yes, ma'am.
other two. So you can say the retirement
Incentives, ma'am.
benefits, when
Percussions.
perquisites being
Some
given. So anything that can be
allowances, anything
discussed.
can write.
Yes, yes. The next, Ashish, the marketing head, Raman, the assistant manager, and Jyoti, the human resource manager of Senar Enterprises Limited, decided to leave the company. The chief executive officer of the company called Jyoti, the human resource manager, and requested her to fill up the vacancies before leaving the organization. Informing that her subordinate, Ms. Alka Pandit, was very competent and trustworthy, Jyoti suggested that if she could be moved up in the hierarchy, she would do the needful. The chief executive officer agrees for the same. Ms. Alka Pandit contacted key recruiters who advertised for the post of marketing head for Senar Enterprises Limited. They were able to recruit a suitable candidate for the company. Raman's vacancy was filled up by screening the database of unsolicited applications lying in the office. Name the internal or external source of recruitment used by Senar Enterprises Limited to fill up the above stated vacancies. Also state any one merit of each of the above identified source of recruitment. So
Ma'am, first one is internal, ma'am.
yes, sir.
Internal, she
Internal,
got
then
promoted in the
advertisement.
hierarchy.
Yes, yes.
Then
Second,
external
Alka
advertisement
Pandit.
we
No,
have.
in that it is going to be promotion. Name the internal or external source of recruitment used by Senar
Ah.
Enterprises.
In
The
promotion.
transfer of
Internal
Internal
promotion.
name we can write.
promotion.
Internal promotion. Yes.
Promotion. And
Then,
Alka Pandit
external.
advertised the post of marketing. It's advertising, ma'am. External.
Yes, external
yes,
advertisement.
external sources
External
advertisement.
advertisement is
And then
And Ram's
one
vacancy
merit.
is
this is also external source only.
external
Unsolicited application.
casual callers, no?
Yes, casual callers.
Casual callers.
Yes. And one merit of internal source, one merit of external
Of
source.
External source. Okay.
Yes.
Costly, cost effective, no? Simply.
Yes, sir. Yes,
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 ma'am.
yes.
Okay.
Then Blue Heavens Limited purchased a new machinery from Germany for manufacturing some auto components. It was a cost-effective and quality production machine, but during the production process, manager observed that the quality of the production was not as per production process. Was not as per production standards. On investigation, it was found that there was lack of knowledge of using these high-tech machines. So frequent visits by engineers were required from Germany, but this resulted in high overhead charges. Suggest what can be done to develop the skills and abilities of employees for producing quality products by using these high-tech machines. Also state how the employees or the organization will be benefited by your suggestion.
Training, ma'am. Should be vestibule, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Very good.
Vestibular training.
And,
Training.
how the employees will get benefited, merits of training, the view of employees.
Very good.
Should
Very
be,
good.
ma'am.
Yes, very good. Shall I stop sharing? So post demonetization, bank employees have been experiencing hectic long working hours, which has been highly praised by all. Banks chalked out a compensation plan for their employees who have been working long hours, offering compensatory off days in lieu of holidays on which the employees work, giving additional money to the employees and so on. Reshma, who has been working with the Nationalized Bank for seven years, said, "We have worked tirelessly to meet customers' demands." Moreover, she added that there were several circulars from the head office and RBI. We had to go through them thoroughly and adhere to all the instructions. It is also important to ensure transactions go smoothly and we solve customer staff disputes. In the context of the above, identify the human need of Reshma as per Maslow's need hierarchy theory, which was affected due to demonetization.
Important to ensure. It's a belongingness need, ma'am.
Now, the basic need, the physiological needs. Why? Because they say that she added that before that who has been working with the National Bank for 7 years, long hours. So to plan for their employees who have been working long hours like compensatory, etc. So it satisfies their basic food, clothing and shelter. So basic
Okay.
physiological needs are being satisfied. And then the next one, types of incentives is monetary as well as non-monetary. You are given that off days, compensatory off days indicate non-monetary. And it is said that additional money to the employees and so on is what is called as monetary incentives. So they are giving two types of incentives.
This last line confused me, ma'am.
Yes,
It
sir.
is
There were several
important.
circulars. Okay.
I'm sorry. It is important to ensure transactions go smoothly.
Hmm.
We solve customer staff disputes. Customer staff where belongingness needs, if it is getting violated, then it is.
As far as these type of needs are concerned, sir, these type of
Yes,
questions
ma'am.
are concerned, anything with the justification, if the student is able to write, it will be
Yes,
given
ma'am.
due credit. We need not panic.
Oh, fine, ma'am. Okay.
Fine. The
Yes,
next one, next question. Roshan is the chief chef of Kidmat restaurant located in the city of Bengaluru. The place is known for its exquisite Mughalai cuisine, especially mutton biryani and kebabs. All the food is prepared under Roshan's purview. The various activities in the kitchen are initiated in accordance to his instructions. He is very clear and specific in issuing instructions to his subordinates in order to ensure smooth working of the department. He personally oversees the method followed by the chefs for preparation of each dish. He misses no opportunity to praise his subordinates for their good work. All his team members feel very happy and satisfied under his direction. He provides constant guidance to them in order to improve upon its taste and presentation, and also encourages them to innovate and be more creative in their work. In the above context, identify the various elements of directing mentioned in the above paragraph by quoting lines from the paragraph.
Motivation, ma'am.
Motivation, leadership,
Motivation.
communication, ma'am.
Yes,
Three also
yes,
applicable,
yes.
but first.
And also supervision, also, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
He
All the four
personally
elements
oversees
are
all
there.
the-
Yes, he personally oversees the method followed by the chefs is supervision. He does
Yes.
not miss them or appreciate them.
And
Encourages them to innovate is a kind of leadership and motivation.
Communication
Motivation.
also is common.
Yes, ma.
Communication
Motivation.
also is, yes, ma'am.
Communication is there. He is very clear
Yes,
and
yes.
specific
Yes.
in issuing instructions. So all the four elements are there. Now coming to next one, Neeraj has been working as a sewing machine operator in an export house for the past 10 years. His basic work is to seam the parts of a garment together and attach buttons, hooks, zippers, and accessories to produce clothing. Considering the fact that Neeraj is an experienced operator, he is well versed with the fundamentals of industrial production and possesses good communication skills. The plant superintendent in the factory recommends Neeraj's name to the production manager for the post of supervisor, which will fall vacant after a month on the retirement of the present supervisor. Consequently, Neeraj is assigned the post of supervisor and his salary is increased accordingly. Moreover, as per the policy of the export house, he is offered free medical aid and education to his 2 children. In the context of the above case, identify the type of source of recruitment used by the export house to fill up the post of supervisor. Give any 2 advantages of using this source. Identify the type of financial incentives offered to Neeraj by quoting the lines from the paragraph. So source of recruitment is Neeraj is internal source only because
Machine operator.
he's he's a sewing machine operator. So he is well versed with this one. So plant superintendent recommends things. So it is internal source and advantages of internal source and types of financial incentives. Yes, sir. Salary and as
allowances
free
we can
medical
have.
aid. Yes,
Incentives.
perquisites increase.
But,
So salary itself is good. Salary itself is one incentive. Then perquisites. Fine.
Yes.
Yes. Let us just finish with one more question. It's 5:26. Please bear with me. After completing his bachelor's in computer science, Abhijit joined an IT consultancy firm. He observed that that the senior management more often communicated failures than successes. They rarely shared any good news related to the growth of the firm or give any recognition to its employees for their extraordinary contributions towards the firm. As a result, Abhijit never felt encouraged enough to work up to his full potential and started exploring other avenues for employment. In the context of the above case, identify and explain the element of directing in the absence of which the employees don't feel encouraged to work.
Motivation.
Motivation.
Yes.
Motivation.
Yes,
Motivation.
yes. And importance of this element.
Communicate.
Yes.
Communication also we can.
No, it says no change in attitude. One of the importance of motivation is change in attitude. So workers feel this one, okay, and reduces absenteeism and resistance to work. So reduces absenteeism and reduces employee turnover. Fine. So the last question. Yash has set up a small scale manufacturing unit for making different varieties of low cost detergents. In order to market his products, he has employed a team of 5 salesmen. Each salesman has been assigned specific areas in the city. He holds a meeting every month for determining the objectives to be achieved during the month. A sales target is predetermined for each month, which is mutually agreed by both Yash and his sales team. If the salesman succeeds in reaching this target, a bonus is paid out to all of them along with the monthly salary. So in the context of the above case, what style of leadership?
Democratic, ma'am.
Yes, democratic leadership. And name the type of
Bonus.
non-financial
Non-financial.
incentives.
Oh, non-financial.
Non-financial incentives.
Yeah, job enrichment.
Yes.
Should be
Team of 5 men, each salesman has been assigned specific areas in the city. So here they are given this one. They are given independence to do job entry, employee empowerment.
employee
Yes,
empowerment. Correct.
employee empowerment. So they can reach the target.
True.
Fine.